So the scope of the demo on this project is pretty straightforward. Over here, the blue tape indicates baseboard that was wet. The drywall was not wet above the baseboard line, and even though the drywall is up off of the floor, I have to go on the assumption that a little bit of the drywall behind the baseboard is wet. So I'm going to instruct the guys to remove the baseboard, and then 1.5 inches below the baseboard line, the top of the baseboard line in the back, and then we'll replace it with another strip of drywall to protect the fire, to be in compliance with the fire code, and give enough backing for the baseboard to reattach flush and secure. We will do the same along here up to where the tape is. We'll remove enough baseboard, we'll remove the baseboard and the drywall behind it, and then reattach it lightly. Lightly sanding it, leveling it out, and not affecting the paint. We'll have to put tape up on the paint job to facilitate the repair of the drywall behind the baseboard. And then, well, at least that's the case in the master bedroom. Here, since it was wet around the corner on the drywall, as the green tape indicates, we're going to have to remove this drywall throughout the inside of the closet at the same height, as well as the baseboards and the door casings. The casings were only wet a few inches high, but it's easier to replace the entire casing than to detach the casing to facilitate the drywall repairs, splice in a new piece of casing, sand it, and then paint it. The savings in labor is well worth the extra costs in the casings. And we will be replacing the casings on both sides of this door jamb. The door jamb, since it's not mold infected, we will just retreat, resanitize, and seal up. Now, that's pretty much the scope of it. All 5 of these door casings here. Since the bathroom is up high, we're not too worried about any damage in the bathroom. The drywall was tested, and that came out to be fine when we were doing the actual restoration work and drying. So, when my guys come in, that's what they're going to be cutting out. Here's where the more delicate work is going to be done on the drywall itself, since we're not going to be painting this room. But again, this wall is going to have to get painted. As such, this whole face of the room is going to need to be done. I don't think we can justify doing anything else. But this side wall, this vestibule here, and then of course the casings are going to be sealed, primed, a couple of coats. The rest of the door jambs and casings will have to get a coat. I imagine we're going to have to put one on the doors as well. But my plan is to leave the rest of the room alone, since it's not continuous wall. But even up here on the other side of the door jamb, where the zip wall is, up the steps, we may have to paint. I don't know. I'll discuss that with you later.